chasing status. K.A. I was raised in the city.
It's an art.
Against the odds. It's on. I will not lose. Look, I was raised in a city with no heart, where there's no heart. Stepping when it comes to me getting that no flaws. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler. Raised on a battlefield, born as a sufferer before I...
Breakdance is a phenomenon that goes back years in time. As most people will see it as a dance, breakdance is way more than that. It's a feeling, a way of living. Breakdance is a lifestyle. Once you get started with it, it will take over your life. And once you are feeling it, you'll never get off breakdance.
My name is Sean Rivas. I used to dance since '98. And stopped in 2009 right after Michael Jackson died. I was a teacher at the University of Florida. I was an official coach, and this is like one of the top schools. It's actually top 10 law schools. I've danced for the Roots. I've danced for De La Soul. I actually could have made a career out of it, and I chose not to.
Ik ben Heilig, 29 jaar oud, maar ik zeg altijd 18 forever. Ik kom van de Antillen, Curaçao. We hebben diploma-uitreiking shows gedaan voor de HAVO. We hadden meegedaan aan een talentenshow. We hebben gedaan een show voor een Miss-verkiezing daar in Curaçao ook nog. Dat was een van mijn laatste shows.
To trace the roots of the dance would be difficult, but most people say it's a variation of different dance styles, with influences of the Charleston, the Lindy Hop, and some moves from martial arts like Kung Fu. The Charleston is an old American swing dance. It earns its name from the city where the roots lie, Charleston. The rhythm of the dance was much faster than normal dance music, and the style is a combination of complicated interference with opposing movements, such as the cleaner's rage. The Lindy Hop is an Afro-American dance that originated in the late 20s in New York. It was based on jazz and tap dance, and has influences of many other styles. The Lindy Hop can be performed solo or with a partner. The style you can't really put in a specific box because it has a lot of improvisation and depends on the music that's danced on.
Vroeger dachten mensen van b-boys en breakdance dat was dan slecht, want ze gingen een soort van battelen tegen elkaar.
But there are more theories about the roots of breakdancing. Some people say that the ancient dance tradition of West Africa is the true beginning of breakdancing. In the late 1960s, these dances were brought to New York, in which young people started imitating the steps.
The dance started in the block. A lot of people would. The myth is it starts with Kool Herc. He had parties, brought speakers, got some turntables, and played beats, and kids would dance and accordingly. Block parties. That's basically it. It was just a community gathering.
DJ Kool Herc started to isolate the instrumental portion of the record, which emphasized the drum beat, the break, and switched from one break to another to yet another. He called his dancers break boys and break girls. This is where the term b-boy came from. The term breakdancing relates to the breaks in the music and the movements that are performed during these breaks. The first performance known is in the Bronx in New York in the very late 1960s. It started on the floors of the New York disco scene and soon enough took over the streets in the South Bronx, where rival gangs would replace actual fighting and turf disputes with a breakdancing battle. The rival gangs would both put up their best dancer, and this would represent their best fighter. This was because a large quantity of strength was needed to perform these breakdance moves. The aggression at fight started to deplete and the battle of breakdance started to take over.
And this breakdancer saw me do a no-handed cartwheel. And he asked me how to teach him how to do that. And I asked him to teach me how to do a floor move. It's called the six-step. And that was it. That's how I first got introduced to it.
Dan heb je de basic gewoon, dat is de uprock. Dan heb je ook nog 1990, wat ik al zei, de 2000, de flare, de air track, de swipe. the turtle, backspin, headspin.
Apart from all these theories of where breakdance comes from, most b-boys say it comes from yourself. Every breakdancer has his own influences and his own style. It's not just a dance, it's a lifestyle, an expression. The moves and expression that the dancer expresses are based on his emotions and on his influences. A lot of people have different mixtures in style with breakdancing. Some using old dance styles as Charleston and Lindy Hop, others using martial arts fighting styles like capoeira and kung fu.
Je hoeft niet een bepaalde style te hebben, dus iedereen heeft zijn eigen manier, zijn eigen style. Dus als je erachter komt wat je style is, kan je van alles creëren dan. Dus dat is niet een soort van straightforward. Dus je kan gewoon van iedere kant gaan, wat je wou doen eigenlijk, precies. Als je dat kon combineren dan met b-boyen dan. Want dat is een soort van acrobaat, met flow erin, dat je gevoel moest hebben op de beat.
West Coast is more of the trick. Well, it used to be that way. It used to be more of the power, the tricking. It wasn't more about being on rhythm, but just doing something that the other guy didn't do, not necessarily on beat. And so you mix those two schools in, and that's basically my style.
Sommige mensen doen iets gewoon bijvoorbeeld omdat ze het gewoon op die moment zien alsof het hot is, een rage. Maar ik deed het meer ook nog om de cultuur zelf te leren kennen. En zo ben ik meer gaan verdiepen in breakdansen. En zo ben ik ook meer verdiept in hip-hop dan. In generaal wat hip-hop is dan. Dus hip-hop is een cultuur. Het is niet alleen maar een soort van muziek dat je zegt, hey, die persoon is niet gruwelijk, dus ik luister naar die persoon. Maar het is een hele cultuur, het is een manier van leven. Dus dat is ook b-boy, een manier van leven.
It's a beautiful equalizing thing. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You can have the most expensive sneakers, you can have Jordans, or you can have some busted ass sneakers that are like bought from a 20. It's not about what you bought, it's about what you got inside of you and willing to push out. So there's people that come from some really, really poor neighborhoods, and they'll make it, they'll do a living out of it, and that's fine. And there's people that'll spend lots of money. They'll never get that good. It's an equalizer, I like to call it.
Breakdancing first got in touch with commercial success and public notoriety in the early 1980s. Paralleling Soho embrace of Bronx graffiti art, Manhattan dance clubs welcomes breakdancer to their floors. Like rap, breakdancing appeared in a number of popular films, including Wild Style, Breaking and Beat Street. This publicity turned the dance into a national sensation among white as well as black youth. Still, breakdance always remained a lifestyle for the lower class, but the higher class started to use it as entertainment. The media attention was getting bigger and bigger, and clubs are now even hiring breakdance crews to perform a show. The Jabberwockies are known by their performance in the American TV show America's Got Talent. After this, they became America's Best Dance Crew in 2008. But they first started dancing in clubs in San Diego and Los Angeles. When the Jabberwockies got known after the America's Best Dance Crew show, they started dancing in commercials also. They did commercials for Pepsi, Gatorade and Ford. They had a part in the movie Step Up 2, The Streets, and the Jabberwockies are having their own clothing line now. You could say the Jabberwockies are earning their living now by breakdancing.
I always tell people, stop watching and supporting your TV and go watch your community. You know, see the reality instead of the reality TV. And you'll see a lot of things that will blow your mind. And you'll grow. People get energy.